June reported 97.4%, July 92.3%, August 93.2%, September 92.5%, still implementing a no-kill philosophy. The interim director at the time, Jennifer Harville, stated in an article on July 12th when asked by the Lubbock mayor, how do you go from 30 to 97%? Ms. Harville's response was, well, the first thing we had to decide was that we were going to stop euthanizing animals, period. We all know that we can't stop euthanizing entirely, but there are some things we can put in place. Here's what I want everyone on the council to know, especially those whom I have met with. Our numbers are not acceptable, and I think you agree. Lubbock is no longer killing the majority of its animals and does not kill owner surrenders as we typically do. I called them to verify that. Those animals are included in their successful live release rates. Animal owner surrenders are Amarillo's property and no longer the owner's decision what to do with that animal except in cases of extreme health or suffering issues which can be evaluated by an on-site vet. Lubbock is reporting over 90% consistently through hard work and leadership. I know each of you would like to see 90% or better live release rate in Amarillo, and I know that about each of you. I truly believe you want that. I'm asking that each of you communicate that to our AMW staff. You cannot personally run the pound. You cannot do that, but you can communicate your expectation to its leadership. We can't keep doing things the same way and expect a different result. I do appreciate the willingness of the mayor, the city manager, Dr. Sauer, who have made some efforts and been communicating with me and with others for change. A clear expectation from this entire council to the AMW leadership will go far. And so I want the audience to know that I do believe that you are going to take this issue seriously. I would like to say one more thing that's not on my prepared notes, and I know my time's up, but I did contact American Pets Alive. They are the organization that came into Lubbock to help them move from a 30% to a 90% live release rate, and I asked them what would it be for a cost for a city like Amarillo, since Lubbock is very demographically similar to ours, and they said that there is no cost. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. Thank you.
Earlier about creating a spay-neuter clinic at the animal shelter. There are some factual statements I think you can make about that. Would you mind making those?
Well, we've in contact with the Humane Society. We've started spacing and neutering all pets that leave the facility. Or at least that's the goal. All pets that are being adopted out of the facility, we're making sure that they're spayed and neutered. We are going to be constructing a spay and neuter clinic this year, but we're using some available space inside the shelter to be doing spay and neuter activities at this point. At first, we were only doing neuters because we didn't have the equipment necessary for the spays, but now we have the equipment for both. So we're doing either 1 or 2 days where the veterinarian is doing those. The goal being that between us and between the Humane Society, that every animal adopted out for local adoption is spayed or neutered before they leave the facility. The goal is, that's the goal. I
need for you guys out in the audience to respect the decorum rules, okay? Just don't shout out. I know you can help me. If you have a comment, you're welcome to visit with the city manager afterwards or send us an email. But just out of respect for the rules of the meeting here, please don't shout out your comments. Thank you.
But we are targeting early spring before summer to be finished with the spay and neuter out of the shelter. We won't have the resources to hire an additional veterinarian, so we'll have to be doing spays and neuters with the veterinarian we have. But what we're doing is hiring 2 additional vet techs to assist with the spays and neuters. So that's all.
And did the council, the budget of the council approved, reprioritize about $200,000 toward creating this clinic and hiring this?
Actually, it's more like about $268,000. $100,000 was cash that council added. 168 would be approximately $168,000 generated through adoption activities at the shelter, where we're adopting out animals in addition to the adoptions that the Humane Society are doing. So it will result in additional resources going to shelter activities.
Okay. Mr. Skank, you're our next speaker.
You hear that? That's what everybody that would like to be watching this is hearing right now, if you were to broadcast. We're not broadcasting this. I'm not sure when the timing, but it needs to be now. It needs to start now because people need to hear these comments because they're not all bad. And some of the rowdiness has calmed down to some degree. But I'm trying to stay on point with the fact that you've limited transparency by limiting broadcasting public comment. That appalls me because that needs to be something that's out in front of everyone. And I'll continue to say it until you put it back up because it needs to be seen. I have people that comment and says, where are the public comments? Well, they're not out there. And they only last for about 30 minutes and then it's about, about 4 or 5 people are talking. See what it sounds like? That's what it sounds like at home right now. Okay, back on point. Gosh, help us with Bell Street. We got to get that going, get that done. I've noticed they paved, almost the last few weeks, it's just been all about 40. We need Bell Street. It's ready to be paved. I'm not sure what the holdup is. We've talked a little bit.
Mr. City Manager, can you give an update on what the status of that paving project is and the approximate date that it'll be complete?
We anticipate that the contractor will be on site next week. They should be on site actually this week doing preparatory work, but they should be on site next week doing the paving. Should take a handful of days to get it done.
Proposition 1 at work. Yay.
So they have put
Actually,
these
those
guys
are
on the
not,
spot.
are those Proposition 1 funds? Those are just annual overlay funds being used to do that project.
Boom. Let's go. Transit increase. I guess. I don't ride it. But I can't imagine that people would be liking the fact they're going to have to pay more to ride on the buses. But that's an issue you're going to have to deal with. It's the same thing that's sort of gone on with the golf course. It's the wrong move, in my opinion, to make it cost more. Attending the LGC meetings, and I know this is something that most people, we don't broadcast that meeting, but that group has so much control over this catalyst project of dealing with the hotel, the parking garage, and the MPEV. And it concerns me every time we're in there about what is actually being promoted and stuff. We had a comment from the guy who's in charge of the retail, and it says it's coming along. That's a year and a half now of all we've gotten done is putting some signs in the windows or some pictures. I just am concerned about the revenue process that's going on with the parking garage also, because it's obviously needing to make a little bit more money, if it's making any at all. And one of the updates that I would like to see happen is to continually update us on the hotel occupancy tax and where it's being used. And I know you talked about, we've got $1 million or so that we've had the last few years, so we're going to put $8 million toward the MPEV to offset the amount we're going to actually go for. It's time to get some details out in front of people to see where we really stand and if it's going to work. My red shirt today, it's a red wave out there.
Thank you. That's our final. It's adjourned.
This is a test donation for $1.
That's all for the day. Bye.
Get an Ethernet cable, you Jewy bastard.
8 inmates.
This is a test donation for $1.